slavery at Mount Vernon. In 1799, this estate was home to a community of 317 enslaved men, women, and children who had no choice but to live here. Most of these enslaved people lived and worked on the 4 outlying farms as agricultural laborers. About 1/4 of the population worked here on Mansion House Farm as skilled laborers, such as blacksmiths, carpenters, spinners, and seamstresses. In his will, Washington provided for the freedom of the 123 individuals he owned, effective upon Mrs. Washington's death. She freed them early on January 1st, 1801. The remaining 194 people, whether dower or rented slaves, remained enslaved after the deaths of General and Mrs. Washington. Slave Memorial. In 1929, the Mount Vernon Ladies Association placed a marker noting the location of the slave cemetery, believed to be the first commemoration of its kind at a historical site. Despite this recognition, the burial ground lay unattended for decades until a group of citizens began a concerted effort to honor the enslaved people buried here. In 1938, Mount Vernon dedicated a new memorial, which was designated by architecture students at Howard University. It is a lasting tribute to the memory of those individuals who lived and toiled in bondage here.
Whose backs ached at the end of the day, but nothing like their souls. Wealth lay not in worldly possessions, but in that abundance of love, faith, and hope burning deep from within, forever sustaining them until the day of promise upon the horizon. Today we stand at the site of what many of our ancestors believed to be the gateway to such a day. And although their individual graves may bear no markers, their individual lives left a legacy of their own. But more than a few also believed in and fought for a day of freedom in this lifetime. And although it has taken a civil war and mass movements and civil protests, we have succeeded in making many necessary and significant changes. Like many of you, I remain ever mindful of the stands and sacrifices made by those who lie herein, and by countless others from all walks of life over the course of many years. Indeed, I owe no small debt to the spirit and to the determination of such brave souls. Now we're going to conclude with a brief moment of silence.
This is the Potomac River. Let's go see what this is up here. Go check that out. Young George Washington, age 92. First mission. A warning to the French. George Washington risks his life to report on French forts. I started to say French fries. The French and Indian War. Fort Necessity. Wow, look at that. Fort Necessity. Capturing glory. Oh, okay, there's Martha's dress. Young Martha Washington. Oh, there's building the Mount Vernon. Beware of the tax collector. Liberty Pole. Great Britain hath no more right to put their hands into my pocket. I have to put my hands into yours for money. George Washington, 1774. Against all odds. essential in a man. War and Peace in Miniature. A domestic scene with a woman spinning, a young child rocking, an infant in a cradle, and another woman weaving at the loom. In the background, a fireplace and mantle are visible to the right, also known as the spinner. Farmer Washington. When Washington took over Mount Vernon in the 1750s, he did what most Virginia planters did. He raised tobacco. But he soon grew frustrated, finding the crop labor-intensive to cultivate, damaging to the soil, and increasingly unprofitable. Searching for a change, he read up on the latest English farming trends and consulted leading farmers at home. He phased out tobacco and began growing wheat and over 100 other crops, mapping out a new future for both Mount Vernon and American culture. And I heard one of the guides say that he was very proud to be a farmer. He was first a farmer. As Washington grew older, he found it increasingly difficult to justify slavery in a country founded on liberty, and he questioned its value in the economy. He also believed that the slavery question would tear the country apart, and so, like many others, he refused to address it publicly. Instead, he acted privately and freed his slaves in his will, setting an example for others to follow. I did not know that. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, so help me God. Choosing the presidential titles. Yo, leader dude. We think that's too informal. Bidding farewell. 4 days after he died, Washington was laid to rest in an elaborate ceremony at Mount Vernon. A ship's cannon on the Potomac boomed a salute, and a band played a solemn din as a funeral procession of hundreds escorted his lead-lined coffin to the family tomb beyond Washington's home. The stunned nation also bid farewell for the many months after, staging mock funerals and offering up a heartfelt eulogies to the departed hero. Throughout their 40-year marriage, George and Martha Washington wrote numerous letters back and forth during the times they could not be together. Yet only 3 of probably hundreds of letters survived, and none of them provide much insight into their relationship. Mrs. Washington, who did not like living under the public eye, burned almost all of the letters a short time after her husband died. With this act, she succeeded in keeping her marriage a private matter. General Washington penned this letter to his wife Martha moments before leaving Philadelphia for Boston, where he would take over as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army in 1775. Ongoing restoration, a blacksmith shop, Washington's grist mill and distillery, and the Pioneer Farm. I was not able to see those in person, but there's pictures. Okay. I'm not going to purchase this, but it's a magnet of George's wooden teeth. What a crack up, huh? And this is a gift shop where I bought my stuff. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at all that. Beautiful. Hi everybody. I am back from visiting Mount Vernon, and it was amazing. I feel like I only showed you like 2% of everything that was there. They wouldn't let me film inside the house, but I try to keep my videos a little bit on the short side, but still show you, you know, what we're seeing. You could easily spend 2 full days here and probably still not see everything. If I look tired, it's because I am. So I'm going to go to bed now. And I thank you for going along with me on my tour of Mount Vernon. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.